Hi there. These comments are for RR, and I am Michael from OTC online TOEFLcourse.com. And you're sending me, it looks like a free TOEFL speaking practice test, and you want to get an idea of what your estimated score is. Now, I also have the rubrics here right in front of me. And here is your practice test. So let's see how you did here.
In my opinion, in order to prepare for an exam,
Okay, so I think the question here is this is a pair choice response. It's a preference. So, what's better in your opinion, studying alone or studying with a group? Which method do you think is better? And that's kind of what you're trying to answer right now. And okay, now let me listen to the whole thing. I won't make any comments at all. Then the second time, I'll make some comments.
in my opinion, in order to prepare for an exam, it is always better to study with group. First of all, instead of promoting a mentality of competition, it will promote of a mentality of collaboration. I remember from my own experience that we had an exam coming next day, and actually I was confused about the topics, so I seek my help of my friends, and they taught me very well because each of the students were having different perspective in which they understood, and it was very innovative idea to learn that much diverse way of learning them. Secondly, it will enable us to grasp ideas very well because instead of having in a board class, we are actually engaging with our friends. In my opinion, in order to prepare for an exam, it is always better to study with group. First of all, instead of promoting a mentality of competition,
Okay, I got one word for you. Delivery. The delivery is killing the overall presentation of your practice test, and it's making it very tough to understand what you're saying. That's really what it comes down to, right? So this is the area. I think you're in the 2 range. It says the response addresses a task, but development topic is limited. Problems with delivery, overall coherence occur. Meaning may be obscured. Yes. Speech is basically intelligible. The listener effort is needed. I got to really pay attention. I'm having trouble understanding you, and I have headphones on here, and I'm still having trouble. And I can turn the volume even higher if I need to, but I'm still having trouble there. So, unclear articulation, awkward intonation, choppy rhythm and pace, and that is obscuring the meaning. I think this is overwhelming all the other categories. I mean, of course, we have here, we can look at language use and topic development, right? But if I cannot understand you clearly, then how do I evaluate you in these other areas? You see the problem? So I think the delivery is where you need to make most of your improvements. Okay, let's listen to it again one more time.
in my opinion,
First of all, you don't have to say in my opinion. That's a waste of those 3 words. We already know it's your opinion because you're doing an independent speaking task. So don't put words in there that don't do anything, that don't mean anything. Believe me, 45 seconds is not a lot of time. Every word you use counts. It's either going to count to help you get a higher score or it's going to count towards you getting a lower score. And in my opinion, it's not going to help you score higher.
in order to prepare for an exam, it is always better to study with group. First of all, instead of promoting a mental
It's better to study for a group, but why? Why not outline the reasons? You might want to say group study helps me develop a better study plan and I can score higher, which is why I prefer this type of study over studying alone or something.
of competition, it will promote of a mentality of collaboration. I remember
That's a good word,
from my
collaboration.
own
Now, when you say I remember from my own experience, no, don't say that. Just say, for example, when I was in a chemistry class or something, right? So be really specific.
experience that we had an exam.
Who is we? The chemistry students and I, right? Or the biology students and I. Be careful about using pronouns when they don't clearly refer to anything else in that response.
Coming next day, and Actually, I was confused about the topics, so I seek my help of my friends.
You're confused about a topic, but what topic? What is the topic you're confused about? If you said, well, I was confused in my history class about exactly what factors caused the United States to enter World War I or something, I talked to my group members.
And they taught me very well because each of the students were
What did they teach you?
having different perspective in which they understood, and it was very innovative idea to learn that much diverse way of learning them. Secondly, it will enable us to grasp ideas very well because instead of having in a board class, we are actually engaging with our friends. In my opinion, in order to
Okay. Okay, now the question is, let's go back one more time. Yeah, I think the other problem here, which puts you in the two range, look at this. It says mostly basic ideas are expressed with limited elaboration. Do you remember I said, well, what class or who is we? And I asked you a whole bunch of questions in there. That means you're not elaborating. You're not giving the details that we need to completely understand what you're talking about. So I think problems in topic development and then very big problems with delivery are bringing your score down. With delivery, I think you need to work on the T and the D consonant sounds, especially when they're in the initial position in the word. You got to work on that. Number two, you need to work on what's called your tone, your intonation. You tend to kind of evenly explain all the words in the sentence with more of an even tone, but you have to vary that tone more. The third thing you want to work on is called thought groups and blending. Sometimes you're pausing at the wrong parts of the sentences, and it's awkward. It disrupts your flow of ideas. So you got to work on that also. So I'm going to put your score here around 2.0. I'm going to say your score here is maybe 14 to 15 points out of 30 based on my feedback that I just gave you.